What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So I'm seeing a lot of things that's very disturbing, but I understand why. And I wanted to address something. We got a big fight coming up between two young black African-American fighters who are two world champions, right? And doesn't matter who wins the fight, both guys will be discredited. You have the undefeated WBO welterweight world champion, star boxer on the verge of becoming a superstar, who is the best welterweight in the world, in my opinion, and Brian Norman Jr., who has 28 wins, no loss, no draw, 24 wins by way of knockout. Then you have the undefeated, former undisputed lightweight, former WBC junior welterweight, superstar, now welterweight title contender, Devin the Dream Haney, who has 32 wins, no loss, no draw, 15 wins by way of knockout. And Devin Haney will get zero credit should he beat Brian Norman Jr. He's not going to get any credit, okay? If Devin Haney beats Brian Norman Jr., he will get no credit for beating Brian Norman Jr., and the boxing world is going to tell you that Brian Norman Jr. has done nothing in his career. And who did he beat? Right? Excuse me, Brian Norman is 28 wins, no loss, no draw, 22 wins by way of knockout. They're going to tell you, who did Brian Norman Jr. beat in his career? He beat nobody, right? And reason being that Brian Norman won't get no credit is because everybody's labeling Devin Haney chinny and saying he has no chin and he's scared, so on and so forth. So Brian Norman knocks out Devin Haney, right? Because that's the path of victory that everybody sees for Brian Norman Jr. Nobody says, just like Canelo and Terrence Crawford, right? Nobody says that Brian Norman is going to outbox Devin Haney and win a decision, right? They don't see that. They see if Brian Norman wins the fight, it's because he knocked out Devin Haney or dropped Devin Haney multiple times in the fight, like Ryan Garcia did, and that's his path to victory, right? Only through knockout. He can't win it. He's not going to win a decision. And if Devin Haney outboxes and beats Brian Norman, right? Everybody's going to say Brian Norman did nothing. Who did he beat? What has he done? That will make Devin Haney a 3-division world champion, right? And so I seen Floyd Schofield Jr. and his dad Sr., right? They're one person. Talking about Devin Haney's going to get obliterated. He's going to get knocked out. And then Boxing News 24 jumps on it. Devin Haney's going to get knocked out by Brian Norman Jr. Because he can't take a punch. He's going to run around the ring. Floyd Schofield Jr. and Sr. said that's his only path to victory is to run around the ring, right? So this is what is going to take place. He's going to get zero credit for beating Brian Norman. He's going to get Devin Haney, that is, because he's the A-side, right? He's the focal point in this fight. He's the superstar in this fight. Devin Haney's going to get absolutely no credit for beating Brian Norman Jr. None. They're going to tell you that Devin Haney beat Brian Norman, who has done nothing in his career. He has beaten nobody in his career, right? This is what they're going to tell you. Similar to what they do in the Terrence Crawford. How they tell you that Terrence Crawford beat a washed up old Canelo Alvarez who, like Calvin Ford said, got old in the ring that night. Got old in the ring. Never get no credit. So they're going to give him absolutely no credit, Devin Haney, that is, for beating Brian Norman. Just like they're doing Canelo. Terrence Crawford. They're not going to give him no credit. None. Zero. Zilt. And the same goes for Brian Norman. The only thing that's going to benefit Brian Norman, should he be victorious, is all the disdain and hate that people have for Bill Haney. It's so much disdain and dislike and hate for Bill Haney that people will celebrate Brian Norman just for beating Devin Haney because they don't like Bill and Devin Haney. That's why. The same way Gervonta Tank Davis celebrated when everybody thought Devin Haney lost, and then come to find out Ryan Garcia tested positive for banned substance, cheated, and the fight got overturned, and everybody was crying. Man, they robbing Ryan Garcia. It's nasty work, man. It's nasty work. Hey, this is why the sport of boxing is in the state that it's in. This is why, on a day-to-day basis. But let me know what y'all think, man. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. It's your boy Blue signing off. I'm gone. Peace.